Oh, that's nice. Oh, hello again, it's me again. And yeah, I've noticed I haven't been uploading. That's why I would usually upload my pictures every Saturday, or at least close to, so I can bring you guys some more content. Again, check out my Instagram if you want to see those. But yeah, I think it's been a long time since I did a video, but what should I do a video now? Well, how about I do a favor for a viewer that's been watching, and I have hopefully got, he has a legendary patience for this, but I decided to do a video about the 3 Slavic goddesses. By the way, yay, Slavic mythology's back! Woo! Well, let's start off with our first goddess, Mokesh, who is also known as the Great Mother. And with the fact that she's the goddess of moisture, fertility, protection of women's works, bounty, she's also a goddess of women's fate, and also partly related to sheep. Ain't that fun? But if you ask me, it's possibly just for the wool aspect. She's also known as a mother-like figure to most others. It's fine by me, but as long as she doesn't Kobe babies off Mount Olympus, I think we'll be fine. She's also relating to the dampen, or I guess you could say moisture-ish of the earth, and that's mostly for the fact of her connections of that being connected to her name of getting wet. Now, as her importance to the other gods, well, I would say she's pretty important. Not only that she's Perun's consort, but she's also known as quite important to other gods for many reasons, including the whole fate kind of deal. By the way, let's get on that. Actually, kind of connectors to some goddesses that are also related to fate. Like in Norse mythology, there are the 3 Norns who basically rule out fate for anyone. And also the sisters in Greek mythology, the Moirai. She's connected to them, mostly for the fate aspect though. She can also be depicted with 2 horses always standing by her left and right side. Also, some last tidbits I forgot to mention earlier. She's also related to fishing, because fish, string, fishing string, got that? And also, again, she's just as important as these guys. And for our last bit of tidbit, I think it would be really good to segue to the next goddess. Springtime is mostly known for autumn. But, you know what else is a season? You know who else is an important goddess? Segue to... Lada is a special case. Not only that she's been on this channel before, those are the old days. She's not only the mother of Perun, but also the wife to Savrog. She's also known for being the goddess of love, and also the protector of it too. But love is not the only thing this goddess is known for. She's also known as the goddess of summer, beauty, and all those nice things, relating her to other goddesses like Ishtar, Aphrodite, and Freya. Again, all those nice goddesses with the same kind of qualities. And if I had to say what's the most important about her, I would say the summer aspect. Well, let me explain why. See, Lada has this cycle she goes through. During the winter, she has to go into the underworld, until it's time for her to pop out during the spring. That's when she follows this other goddess called Vesna, who's mostly known for being the goddess of spring. Comes out first, then followed by Lada. A way to say it is more like spring comes out, then summer, until the whole cycle repeats again. She's also known for having a twin brother called Lado, who accompanies her as she basically brings spring to the whole world again. Along with this also comes the whole worship kind of deal, where basically young women would sing and praise about Lada in many different ways. Basically a celebration of, yay, summer's here, woohoo! And don't worry, Vesna isn't left out too, people celebrate about her. So I'm just gonna point out, anyone else notice that Lada having a twin brother also makes her kinda identical to Freya, with her having a twin brother, Freyr? Just pointing out there. Well, knowing how cheery these 2 goddesses, I wonder what the 3rd goddess will be like. Is that up in my mouth? Well, anyways, let's move on to this next goddess, who is also known as Marana, who is also known as the goddess of winter and death. Starting off strong, I see. She's also known as the Dark Queen, and represents everything bad, like in the winter. Starvation, death, all those bad things. Oh, by the way, I know she might sound like Lada. Well, fun fact, she's actually the daughter of Lada. So that'll mean Savrog would be her dad. And I can only imagine what it'll be like, wondering, hey, did he really want to use this career, you know, being all evil and stuff? Well, surprise, surprise, she could have been something different if it wasn't for one really unfortunate date night. Let me explain. This all started a long time ago when Marana and Dashbog were actually in a relationship, until Dashbog actually had the hots for someone else, and this made her really mad. So obviously what do you do? Well, you talk it out, you think about it. If you were normal, she thought it was a good idea to try to poison him. And this is a good time to warn you about divine dating. 1, you're gonna anger a supreme being, one way or another. Good luck. Well, one thing she didn't account for is, well, the god aspect. You can't really poison a god real that easy. Unless you're ISIS, with that whole Ross situation. Well, unlike in that situation, Dashbog wasn't so kindly to this, so he decided to blast her into the earth with molten fire. Well, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, I heard of worse breakups, but yeesh. The now goddess of winter, death, and most of the rebirth part. Definitely the rebirth part. And also death. But you see, this ain't really over yet for these two. You see, Dashbog actually has to go down there for the winter. And basically this will go a lot more smoother if Morana wouldn't hug him the whole winter, basically keeping the whole sun from being able to rise up. So yeah, there's a lot more different versions where she gives like a Bolivian potion or just hugs him until he escapes. The point is, these two have a bad relationship. Morana usually gets sent to the underworld. Morana usually holds Dashbog into the underworld, basically making the whole winter cycle. Point is, these two really need a therapist. Now, what I'm thinking about is there's probably two things coming to your mind right now about Morana. One, you might be thinking, oh, she sounds pretty cool. And the other one might be thinking, I would like to stay away from the crazy ex turned divine. Well, there's one little thing you might want to think about before you really ponder about this. If you don't see any reason to fear her, then she will appear as a beautiful young maiden. But if you do fear her, well, let's just say it won't be beautiful. Hey, beauty's in the inside, right? I mean, as long as she doesn't rip out your insides. I think it'll be fun. Now, just like her mother, she actually also has her own traditions, but not a positive way. Well, for her anyways. See, Slavic people would usually put bundles of sticks together, dress it up, and then set it on fire while pushing it into the river. Basically, supposed to be all symbolic of her leaving, the same way Dashbog left her. As I know she's supposed to be all death and bad, but isn't that a little too harsh? Now, there is one more little detail. You see, she actually has a child, and this child was called a Short. Basically these little demon imp things in Slavic mythology. But she also had this child with the one, the only, Chernobog. Hey, it's him again. Well, let's hope this relationship goes a little bit more better. Or, who knows. I mean, he is the personification of evil. Anyways, I think that wraps up for today. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to. Again, if you want to, I won't force you. Check out my Instagram for pictures. Suggest what kind of god, mythology, or story you want me to cover next. And I'm just telling you right now, I have something planned for the next video, but after that video, I would love to take more suggestions. Hit that bell if you want to get more notifications. And see you all next time.